Hey guys, today I'm going to show you how to raise microgreens. This is a tray of red arrow radish. There's quite a bit here. I'm going to harvest this right quick. We'll see how much comes off of one tray, and these things are so delicious. They're just, they've got a really good flavor, but they also have lots of nutrients in them. So I'm going to harvest this. We'll take a look at how much comes from one tray, and then I'm going to show you exactly how to plant these. That's what's coming up next on Cinagro Gardens. While harvesting, be sure again to use your left hand and get your left hand out of the way of the blade. As long as your left hand is coming up, tuck those fingers up underneath so that they get out of the way of the blade, because that blade is sharp. And just continue while cutting these microgreens. Be sure that you are getting the microgreen and not that soil. If you get some soil or some root in there, simply take that off and don't put that in the bag. I like to just keep coming across the tray with my knife and get along the edges, and as you come across the middle of the tray, then you can flip this tray around and start in on this side. It makes it a little bit easier that you don't have to reach, and we're getting quite a bit already. All right, I've got this harvested. Let's see how much it weighs. We are 9.3 ounces. I like to see that increase a little bit, but as you can see, it was extremely well populated, and so that's maybe about where you should be shooting for. Wonderful bag of nutrient-dense microgreens. Hey, because microgreens are all really fine stem leaves and some very fine roots, they should be composted, and they can just be set down right into the compost bin, and that will become compost extremely fast. What a joy to be able to just grow your own food like this. Gosh, it's awesome. This tray is from Bootstrap Farmer, and it is a 1020 shallow microgreens tray. You can find it on Amazon. Make sure you get the ones with the holes in them for bottom watering. This is the thing to splurge on. So if you're going to order something special for microgreens, these trays are it. Along with that tray, you're also going to need seed. Mountain Valley Seed is a fantastic source for microgreen seeds. A container for placing the seed, a digital scale that can measure in grams for measuring the seed per tray, and then I also use compost. Now, you can use sifted peat moss. I enjoy sifted compost. Put in our sifted compost. Now, you can use peat moss. I've had great success using peat moss, but I found that some sifted compost works just as well, and it composts down quite a bit faster than the peat moss when I put the spent microgreens into the compost bin. Be sure your scale is set on grams and that you have it zeroed out with a container that will hold the seed. And I'm just going to slowly pour this seed in till we get to 36 grams. Let me show you a trick on how to seed this evenly. To seed these seeds evenly, I like to split the seeds in about half, and I will try to cover the entire tray evenly. What that does is it allows us to have some margin on messing up with putting in too much seed here or there, because if you evenly seed this through, You can do a fairly good job with half of the seed, and then you take the other half of the seed, and we're going to take a look at where we're a little bit light. The places that may be a little light on the seed are on the edges of the tray. So I always go around the edges of the tray real well. Pay attention to get to the edges, and then I come into the center. And as you can see, we've got this sprinkled out really, really evenly. That is one of the keys to growing great microgreens. The next step is to water down the microgreens. I'm going to grab my water wand, make sure that I'm on the mist setting, and I'm going to mist this into place. It does not take a whole bunch. We just want to wet our media down. If you're using peat moss, you will probably need to use a bit more water than in the compost. From here, what we're going to do is we're going to cover our tray. Now you can use anything you'd like to cover. I made these PVC tray covers. What this does is it keeps the light out and the moisture in. A great habit that gardeners should be in is to write down the day that a crop is planted. Today is April 15th. And then also what they planted. And so we put in these China rose radishes. Now we can see if this is really, really successful. We'll know how to replicate this. Always put down when you planted and what you planted. As you can see from the chart, there are many different things to try. I suggest that you start out with radishes, sun shoots, pea shoots. A salad mix is fantastic. Go ahead and try your hand at all these different things. It is so simple. That's the end of the video. Thanks for tuning in, and remember that Cinagro Gardens is always here to encourage and empower everyone to grow.